What's up, Indy 11 fans? I'm Ian Gilmore, and this is your first team report. And it's a very exciting one at that, because today is game day. Third round of the U.S. Open Cup for us against the Columbus Crew. So let's get right into it. Let's hear what Mark Lowry has to say, not only about this matchup with Columbus Crew, but an injury update from within the camp as well.
It's both. It's a good challenge because they're obviously a very good team. It depends who they put on the field, obviously. You know, they can make changes. You never know how they're going to treat the game, but it's going to be a good game for us and a good surface, which is always nice. We very rarely play on those at a good stadium. So it's a game that we're going to want to perform well in and try and play our football and see how we stack up against a good opposition. I think that's the challenge for us, and that's an exciting opportunity. They've got a really good identity, a really strong identity how they play, which is what we try and do as well. So I think what we saw a few weeks ago in that friendly, we'll see something similar on Wednesday night. A team that tries to play football, very positional orientated. They like to play through the lines from the back all the way to the front. They defend with a high line, which I respect. So they do some really good things, really nice things. So it'll be a good challenge for us, and against a team that I respect and a type of football that I enjoy. So it should be two teams trying to play football, which is always nice, and it always leads to a good game regardless of the scoreline. It wasn't a good situation in the back line this past weekend with injuries, and not an ideal timing going into a 3-game week. We're already a very small squad. We only had 4 outfield players on the bench this past weekend. A couple of guys getting closer. I mean, Gustavo and Diz, they're both much closer than they were a few days ago. In time for Wednesday, I'm not sure yet. It's very much day to day. Jonas is not doing too good. He went off the field. I think he's fractured his toe, so he'll be out for a while. So yeah, the timing's not great going into a really busy week, and we're already with a small squad, but it's been tested, it's been challenged, and the guys have to rise to it.
Now, this week is obviously a fun one for everybody, but especially so for Robbie Dambrot, who grew up watching the Columbus Crew as a kid in Akron, Ohio. Not only that, but this weekend as we take on the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Robbie's former team, and he went to school in Pittsburgh. That was his last stop in college. So let's hear from him about all those things on what will be a special week for Robbie.
No, I think it's a cool opportunity. You know, you grow up watching. Columbus is like the hometown MLS team, so you grow up watching those teams. And then there's an Akron connection with Darlington Nagbe plays at the Crew, who was an Akron guy. Well, from Cleveland, but played at Akron, so I grew up watching him as well. So, no, it'll just be a cool experience to get back to the home state and play against a good team. Yeah, I think right now we're obviously frustrated. You know, a couple good performances didn't go our way, and then this last one we all wanted better from. So I think there's kind of a sour taste in our mouth right now, but we're excited for this opportunity. You know, like you said, maybe it's the cup that really sparks us and gets us going, and sparks a run of wins. So I think, you know, every new game presents another opportunity to start things off in a good way. Yeah, I think you know, it's another big game for us. You know, obviously spent some time in Pittsburgh, both playing for the Riverhounds and at Pitt. So no, it's just another important game for us to get back on the right track.